It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead. Make athletics greater game.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Welcome in, fans, and welcome to the beautiful Travis Field here in Bryan, Texas, as we get ready for an NAIA non-conference game between the A&M-Victoria Jaguars and the Nelson University Lions, making the trip down from Waxahachie, Texas. Sam Fowler here with you inside the cozy confines at this beautiful ballpark, and I'm joined by someone who knows plenty of both teams, Wyatt Stavanoa. I don't know what to lead with, whether you're the brother of A&M-Victoria head coach Jonathan Stavanoa or former assistant coach with Nelson, but Wyatt, glad to have you. I know you didn't want to miss this game.
Oh, yeah, couldn't miss this one. As you said, got my brother. Oh, am I on now? There it is. As I said, I got my brother, coaching the Jags, and then team I spent 2 years with in the other dugout, Nelson University, and much respect to both teams, and everything that Coach Tony does at Nelson is the right way, and just trying to win baseball games. And obviously here with the Jags, my brother's done some things the last couple of years, and he's just looking to continue to build off that.
And looking at this game, I mean, both teams off to red hot starts. Jaguars 5-1. They're on a 5-game win streak. And Nelson on a 5-game win streak to open up the season after sweeping the series against York. They played Sterling and York, the Jaguars, Texas Wesleyan, HT and Wiley. A little bit, both teams, looking for a good test here in a midweek. And, it looks to be that way. And these two teams, when they play each other, they have close meetings. It's a 4-2 edge in favor of A&M-Victoria all time in the all-time series. The last time they faced off was 2024. You were the assistant coach during that game at Georgetown Eastview.
Yep.
It was not not a pitcher-friendly day at Georgetown Eastview. I'll have to pull up the box score from that game, but number of home runs, a number of fly balls that shouldn't have been home runs anywhere else or on any other day, but they were. And
yeah,
but that was the first time that these two teams had met since 2020, back in 2024. Nelson had won those two meetings back on Valentine's Day in 2020. So
yeah,
they've either been they've always been high scoring affairs. It seems like that's the case, and you've got that with Nelson, who leads the nation in batting average with a .432 clip to start the year.
Yeah, no, definitely. The matchup 2 years ago, that was a little crazy. The wind was just howling, and routine foul balls were leaving the ballpark, and a couple robbed home runs and things like that. And the final score ended up being 12-11, if I remember correctly. 13-12. Yeah, that was a crazy one, and obviously the big brother, he got bragging rights for a while there, if not continuing. But yeah, I mean, these teams match up. They're both offensively. They're gonna swing it, and then it comes down in these midweek matchups on who's got the deep pitching staff, who's going to throw strikes, get outs. These midweek games can go, a lot of reason why they're high scoring is because it's usually the arms you don't see more so on the weekends most of the time. But for both teams, we'll see guys that have pitched in meaningful games already this year, and I'm excited to see how that matches up.
Let's go ahead and set the lineups for you. First, for Nelson, leading it off, it's going to be number 52, Josh Pinter. He's playing third base. Then the shortstop, number 13, Odnal Rivera. batting second. Then the center fielder, number 9, Andrew Ortiz, bats third. The right fielder, Ethan Starks, batting cleanup. Zeke Velasquez, he's catching and batting fifth. The left fielder, number 25, Diego Arque, is batting sixth. And then the designated hitter, Tate Thrasher, we're going to talk about him a lot. He's kind of the spark plug of this Nelson offense. He's batting seventh. And then the first baseman, Justin M. Mesquita, is batting eighth. And the second baseman, Addison Patton, bats ninth. It's Ryan Avalos on the mound. For the Jaguars, they line up like this. Not much has changed as the top four in the order remain unchanged from this weekend series sweep over Wiley University. It's the shortstop, Antonio Benitez, leading it off. Then it's followed by Connor Kaiser, who was the hero in Game 3 with a walk-off double to seal the sweep. He's batting second. Then the left fielder, Jackson Purcell, bats third. The right fielder, number 25, Jose Montanez, bats fourth. Then the catcher, Beck Zimmerman, he's batting fifth. The 6-hole hitter is the first baseman, number 6, Garrett Smith, followed by Robbie Olguin, who's designated hitting in the 7-hole. Then batting eighth, the third baseman, number 3, Kyle Barish, followed by the center fielder, number 10, Trevor Berger, a Columbus product. We have a flock of Cardinals here, I guess, between you, your brother, and Trevor. On the mound today for the Jaguars is number 17, Justin Morales, getting his first start of the season here in the midweek. He's gonna be on a pitch count. It's a bullpen day, and that you mentioned, that's why things can get high scoring, and especially when you've got two offenses that are hitting the cover off the ball. I mentioned 432 for Texas Wesleyan, and then the Jaguars, they've been hitting the cover off the ball as well. To start. Pulling up the stats here as teams getting ready to go. There's no PA system here right now. The field here at Travis Field is going through some renovations to the city of Bryan. As the Jaguars getting ready to go. The Jaguars are hitting 306 as a team. And, it's Antonio Benitez leading the way, 476 average. Beck Zimmerman, a freshman from Flatonia, Texas, who Stav was high on coming out of high school, 389, just rewarding all the faith that he's been given. Robbie Olguin, 368. Trevor Berger, 316 in his redshirt freshman year. I mean, you look at that. I mean, that tells you what this offense is capable of doing.
Yeah, and I sorry to mean to cut you off there, but I want to throw out real fast. We do have one more Columbus product on Nelson's team, Dylan Zychek. He graduated with Berger. Just wanted to throw that out there. We might see him pitch today. So we do have another Columbus guy out there. So we're even more littered here in Bryan, Texas than we originally thought. But yeah, just to piggyback off the offenses, Nelson's team's average. They've always been able to hit, and yeah, I've talked to a couple guys, talked to coaches. They kind of played probably lesser pitching than what they're going to see today with the Jags. But when you start the year out hot with the sticks, no matter who you're facing, that's how you want to start out and get going. So they're looking to continue that from what they did the first 2 weekends this year, and with the Jags, I think the numbers kind of deceive how good this team is offensively. They were hitting the cover off the ball and not getting luck sometimes, but I think when you're hitting the cover off the ball, it's going to fall eventually, and that's just what you're looking for and what you're hoping for. So we're looking to see if that gets going here today.
And up until this weekend series against Wiley, they had scored in the first inning of every game, and that was up until the weekend when they were held scoreless in the first 2 innings of each of those games. And Wiley, who they could have a really good year in the HBCUAC, they put the Jags to the test, and Nelson looking to do so here as We're getting ready to go. It's Josh Pinter leading it off against Justin Morales. First pitch on the way. Misses outside for ball one. And we are underway officially right at noon on the dot. You got to love that. Punctuality. Pinter quickly ahead.
Pinter's a
2-0.
guy that when he steps in the box, you don't think that he's going to do much damage, but don't let the frame fool you. He's one of the better hitters on this Nelson team, and the reason he's batting leadoff.
Hitting .462 to start the year, and he's ahead 3-0 to start off the AB against Morales, senior from Corpus Christi. And 4-pitch walk to start the game, and Pinter's on for Aldnall Rivera. That's got to be what you want to see to start off the game, especially for Nelson playing a ranked opponent like A&M-Victoria.
Yep, definitely. That's one of the reasons he's up there in the top of the order. He's going to get on base. He got a gift there with 4 straight balls, but we'll see if Nelson can do anything with it.
Now it's Rivera. And a 5th straight pitch misses from Justin Morales. Just the 4th career start for Morales, his 4th appearance this season, 1-0. Runs inside. And Morales has to quickly try and find his zone, and that prompts Jonathan Stavanoa to come out of the dugout real quick to settle him down. I mean, that's a not a mound visit you want to burn that quickly, but he has to here.
No, definitely. 6 straight from Morales. You're just trying to get him settled in. Relax, fill up the zone, get outs. Make Nelson earn it. Don't give him free bags. So that's kind of the conversation that's going on right here. Just try to calm him down a little bit, get him back to who he is. He's a guy that's going to fill it up. So he's just trying to. Coach Stab's just trying to do that right now.
Morales trying to bounce back from a shaky outing against Wiley in Game 3 of that series on Saturday. 1/3 of an inning allowed, 2 earned runs on 2 hits. There we go. 2-0's in there, called strike. 2-1 to Rivera. Hitting .444 on the young season. Lines out 1 foul, and Morales has quickly worked the count even, 2-2. So whatever your brother said, I think it worked.
It seems to be working right now. Let's see if Morales can get in it. He's a guy that when he's on the bump, you expect him to pump the zone and get outs. And he had to struggle last weekend against Wiley, and he's struggling a little bit early here.
As he misses with that 2-2 and counts full.
But he's a guy that he knows he can throw strikes. He knows he has the stuff to get outs. It's just finding that groove early in the year, and he's a veteran pitcher, and I think he will.
Payoff pitch. This one lined into center field. Trevor Berger trying to track it down. It's over his head into the wall. Pinter being waved around third. He will score. It's an RBI triple for Aldnall Rivera on a 3-2 pitch, and Nelson strikes first.
Great piece of hitting there. Full count. He was going to get something to hit and just put a charge in that ball over Berger's head in center field.
How about the base running there by Pinter? I mean, he doesn't look like the fastest guy, but he was moving, doing everything he can. It's a deep ballpark here too, so that certainly helps the case for
sneaky wheels. Pinter's got sneaky wheels out there. He don't look like the fastest guy, but he's a smart baseball player, and he knows that ball was going to be hard to catch for Berger, so he got out there enough.
Ground ball right side. It's going to be an RBI ground out for Ortiz, and that makes it a 2-0 game after the 4-3 put out. Just the perfect start for Nelson.
Great piece of hitting there by Drew. He didn't hit the ball as hard as he wanted to, but with no outs, runner at third, you're just looking to get that guy in as early as possible. And it's a routine ground ball to second, does his job there.
Called strike one for Morales. This one skied on the infield. Kyle Barish trying to track it down and has it for out number 2 as Ethan Starks is down. With 2 outs now, that brings up Zeke Velasquez.
Both teams have a lot of new guys that we haven't seen from them the last couple of years that are making impacts for the team. Just top of the order, Rivera, new transfer for Nelson, shortstop that hit the triple. New guy that's given a lot of production to this offense with Nelson.
1-0 misses. It's 2-0 now to Velasquez here with 2 outs.
Oh,
That one hits him. So Velasquez, good to see him get up. That one a little bit scary as that's going to bring up Diego Arque.
the pitches up around the head are always scary for a hitter. It's tough to get out of the way of those as you're trying to get ready to hit, and the next thing you know, ball's coming at your head. So he did his best there, and lucky enough, he got enough helmet that he seems to be okay.
How many times did your brother try and throw at you whenever y'all would be playing?
All the time. It always seemed to be when I somehow started to get an edge and started winning. And that's when he would get that.
Runner goes, pitch misses high, and it's a stolen base for Velasquez.
That looks like a pitch runner for Velasquez there, TJ Sweat. Running for the catcher there.
It is Tyron Sweat as the 1-1 is in there for
To me, Morales looks like he's trying to aim right now and not just trusting his ability and his mechanics.
gets a foul ball there. It's 1-2.
As I say that, he pumps two perfectly dotted balls on the outside corner there. And that's where he needs to be. If he wants to get back to himself, get back to having the success that he typically has, you just got to go out there and trust his mechanics and let it fly.
Misses off the outside corner. That was a good spot right there.
That's where you want that when you're ahead of the count. You want to see if that hitter's going to give you one and chase, but good discipline there by Diego.
Arque waits on the 2-2 count. Runner on second. Swing and a foul tip. Morales gets out of the inning, but not before. Nelson strikes first for 2 runs in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Nelson 2, Jags coming up. Back here at Travis Field in Bryan, Texas, as the Jaguars coming up. They trailed 2-0 after Nelson struck first for 2 runs in the top of the first. It was Josh Pinter leading off with a walk and then an RBI triple by Rivera, followed by a ground out by Andrew Ortiz to plate Rivera. Now it's going to be the top of the order looking to go to work for the Jaguars with Antonio Benitez leading it off, hitting .460 to start the year. Fouls off the first pitch. You were ready for that one.
Oh, yeah. Always locked in. The instincts don't leave you.
Let's set the defensive alignment behind Ryan Avalos, the starting pitcher today. It's Velasquez behind home plate, Amesquita at first, Patton at second, Rivera at short, Pinter at third. Gets a swing on the 0-1, and quickly Benitez is behind. 0-2. Left to right in the outfield, it's Arque, Ortiz, and Starks for the Lions. Looking to continue their hot start. They're 5-0 to start the year. 0-2 misses. If there's a time to have a pitch like that, leadoff guy, nobody out, you're ahead 0-2.
Yeah, that's one that he's trying to get a swing and miss on again, as Morales was trying to do last inning. That one just got a little too much away from him. Didn't let the hitter have a chance to make the decision on that one.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him inside. And quickly there's one gone as Benitez strikes out swinging for the first out. To bring up Connor Kaiser, who played the hero in Game 3 on Saturday against Wiley. Came up with in a big spot. Walk-off double. He was excited about it. The team was excited about it. I talked to Jackson Purcell, the left fielder for the Jaguars, about it, and he said he was just happy that they were able to go home after a long day at the ballpark, and it was frigid. First pitch misses low, ball 1.
Yeah, early in the year, the double headers that are in late January, early February are cold ones. So as a player, it's always nice to try to get out there early, and that one ran into extra innings. And so when Kaiser decided to call ball game there, I'm sure everybody came out of that dugout excited and ready to maul him.
He's got a 2-0 count. The College Station native making a homecoming. Works the count to 3-0. He's hitting .286. He has the team's lone home run this year, but he's got 9 RBIs. Transfer from Lamar, previously was at Galveston College. 3-0. Misses outside, and oh no. Never jumped the gun with umpires.
Yeah, that one looked a little out, a little up, but
It wasn't egregious.
it was not. It wasn't missed by much there, and the umpire gave it to him.
That was a good pitch by Avalos. 3-1. This one skied on the infield. Who's got it? Amesquita calls for it, and the first baseman has it for out number 2. And the Jaguars, whereas the Lions had the perfect start to the game, the Jaguars not so much offensively. First 2 guys down in pretty quick order to bring up the left fielder number 40, Jackson Purcell. Avalos misses high.
I know Batten, pitching coach for Nelson University, is in that dugout, pacing as he normally does. But I know he's excited about that last AB where Avalos went down 3-0 and came all the way back and ended up getting one of the better hitters from the Jags out there.
Well, he's got to work here. He's behind 2-0 to Jackson Purcell, Moses Lake, Washington native. He's got some power. Good fastball right over the heart of the plate, 2-1. Purcell hitting .292 with 5 RBIs. 2 stolen bases. That's already a career high for him. 2-1. Breaking ball misses outside. It's 3-1.
You know, Purcell's a guy that 2 years ago I tried to get at break, And I had the first visit before he came and visited the Jags, and thought it went well. Knew he was going to go visit the Jags and my brother. And then the good guy that he is, he gives me a call and gives me a heads up that he's going to go play for my brother in the Jags. So can't hate the guy and the type of man that Purcell is, and he's a heck of a ball player as well.
3-2 ground ball right to Mosqueda, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Avalos and the Lions, and that's the way you want to start defensively for the Lions. They lead 2-0 as we go to the second here on the Jaguars Sports Network. Back here at Travis Field as we go to the bottom of the second, the Lions lead 2-0. And it's the bottom third of the order, 2 up, and a dangerous hitter in Tate Thrasher hitting .600 this year. That leads all qualifying batters. His slugging percentage to start the year through 5 games is .1200. Morales starts him out with a breaking ball low.
It's one way to start the year off for Thrasher here.
Also 5 RBIs, a home run, 3 doubles. Lifts this one into left field, but right at Purcell for out number 1. That's a big first out for the Jaguars.
Thrasher put a good swing on it there, just a little bit out in front, cut it off the end, enough for Purcell to not move much and make the out.
2 years ago, that would have been a home run.
Yeah, that might have cleared the fence by 100 feet 2 years ago.
When the last time these two teams met, as there's a line drive up the middle by Mosqueda, the first baseman, and there's a 1-out base runner for the Lions. Here looking to extend their lead to 2-0 already. Couple of hits for them as brings up bottom of the order. Second baseman, Addison Patton. I just remember that day and the flagpole in center field at Georgetown Eastview as Morales gets a breaking ball in there for strike 1. The flagpole almost fell over, I feel like, a number of times. It was a 20, 25 mile an hour wind in the Austin area, sustained, gusts up to 30, 35, 0-1.
And it
Check swing, got him.
And it did not stop the entire game. And if anything, it might have picked up as the day went on. But I remember running to the third base coaching box when I was coaching at Nelson at the time. And it was a leg workout fighting that wind to get to the third base coach's box that day.
0-2, lifted into center field. Berger has it for out number 2. And you got to love that. Berger is what you expect from Columbus, I guess, as top of the order is back up, and Josh Pinter, who led off with a walk. You know, talking with Stav, he loves Berger because he's the kind of kid who just works. I mean, when he's not in Victoria at school, as first pitch to Pinter misses outside for a ball, 1-0. He's working back on his family farm. He's doing a lot of stuff to help out his family. You know, he uses that same work ethic every day, and you know, he was waiting for an opportunity, and he's gotten it as the everyday center fielder for the Jaguars. 1-0, chopped foul up the first base side. That's what y'all teach in Columbus, isn't it?
Yeah, Columbus is a very small town, and a lot of blue-collar, hard-working families kind of live in Columbus. And Zychek, who's really good buddies with Berger, graduated the same year from Columbus. They're the exact same way. Everything that's given to them, they work for it and they earn it. Yeah, I don't know if that's just a Columbus thing, but it seems like, yeah, these kids out of Columbus now are just hard workers and people you want on your team to help better your team.
2-1 misses, and it's 3-1 to Pinter here with 2 gone.
Morales got 2 quick outs working around that single. Was what he wanted to do.
This one fouled off. It's 3-2, looking to get out of this inning.
With this top of the lineup for Nelson, they are deadly. Any one of them can put the ball in the gap and run for a while there. But with 2 outs here, Morales looking to get this final out.
Payoff pitch. Runner goes. This one skied into right field. Montanez just going to look at it go. It's a 2-run home run for Josh Pinter. And Nelson extends its lead 4-0 here in the second inning.
Right on cue. Top of the order is definitely where Nelson's going to score a lot of their runs off the bat, putting balls in the gap. And Pinter, he lifts one right center just enough and got up over the fence to give him a 4-0 lead early in this game.
Well, now you got to wonder, how much more of a leash does Morales have? He's got that capability to be a Swiss Army knife as he misses to Rivera. First pitch. It's 1-0. Rivera, first time up, had the RBI triple to open up the scoring. 1-0. Misses low. It's 2-0. Nobody warming up yet for the Jaguars. The bullpens here are like the old Oakland Coliseum, as the 2-0's in there for a strike. It's not as spacious as the Oakland Coliseum, but they are in play. And I see one guy going to warm up. It's Camden Farmer. 2-1's in there for a called strike 2. He was already going to be on a pitch count because there's a big weekend coming up for the Jaguars, as the 2-2 fouled and in and out of the glove of Beck Zimmerman. Never set the defensive alignment behind Morales. It's Zimmerman behind home, Smith at first, Kaiser at second, Benitez at short, Barish at third, Purcell, Berger, Montanez left to right in the outfield. 2-2 once again. Called strike 3. Morales gets a strikeout to end the inning, but not before the damage was done. The 2-run home run by Josh Pinter puts the Lions up 4-0 heading to the bottom of the second here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Back at Travis Field, Nelson leads 4-0. Here's we go to the bottom of the second. A&M-Victoria due up in its middle third of the order. Jose Montanez, Beck Zimmerman, and Garrett Smith looking to answer back. Two big punches by Nelson have got him into a comfortable lead early. First pitch swing and a miss by Montanez, the Arroyo, Puerto Rico native.
Took a healthy hack at that one.
He's known for that. When he runs into one, he runs into one. Works the count even 1-1. Montanez hitting .263 with 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored. 1-1. Fouls that one off. It's 1-2. Montanez, 2 of those RBIs came in that 7-6 win over Wiley. One of them was a go-ahead double as he's worked the count even once again, 2-2. And he's a streaky hitter, and when he gets going, he can hit pretty well. And he usually comes up in the clutch. Lefty lines that one to the second baseman, and Montanez is in safely. Not sure if that should go down as a hit or an error.
That's a tough one there.
It's going to go down as an error. I mean, that one died on the second baseman, and that's tough, but it was a fairly routine play. I wouldn't call that extraordinary effort required to make that play as it's defined in the stats manual. I mean, it was tough with the ball dying, but if he's got his body out and behind the ball, then it's knocked down. It's an easier play to first.
Yep, second baseman there, Addison Patton. We worked on that last year, and he didn't remember it, I guess. On a ball like that, when you got time to make the play at first, you either want to try to body that up or pick the big hop and back up on it. And he just kind of got himself caught in between and tried to throw the backhand out there and get in and just rolled up on him.
Now it's Beck Zimmerman up for A&M-Victoria. Former Flantonia Bulldog has a 2-0 count. Now 3-0 as Avalos misses.
And if you're the Jags there, you just wanted to get on base somehow, some way, change up Avalos' rhythm, get him pitching out of the stretch, runner on, something else for him to worry about.
Zimmerman takes a called strike on 3-0. Zimmerman, freshman, hitting .389 this season. Had a few big RBIs against Houston Tillotson. 3-1. Called strike 2. Zimmerman thought that was inside, and now it's a full count here with nobody out. Umpire hearing it from the Jaguar faithful. Good crowd on hand for a noon game at a neutral venue. Zimmerman swings through that one, and he's down on strikes. What a job by Avalos to come back.
Yep, big time by Avalos there. He was down 3-0 to him again like he was earlier last inning, and he came back and got the K, and is doing it the hard way right now, but it's working for him.
Now it's Garrett Smith, the first baseman, pickoff attempt at first just to make sure that Montanez isn't going to run. Montanez probably won't run. He's only had 3 or 4 stolen bases throughout his career.
Yeah, he's not known for his speed over there, but
he's known for power.
He is, but he is an instinctive baseball player.
Not saying he's slow or anything. He just doesn't steal. He's got speed. We've seen him hit triples. We've seen him. He's racked up a number of doubles throughout his career at A&M-Victoria as it's a 1-0 count to Garrett Smith. Now 2-0.
And it's tough as you as you get to the bottom of the second inning and you're down 4 runs, it makes trying to take the gamble of stealing a bag or sacrificing a button, things like that, kind of off the table because you're chasing a little bit here. So Montanez, not known for his speed, I'll be very surprised if he leaves first base without the ball in play.
Yeah, it's 3 stolen bases in Montanez's career. Last year he had a career high, 2 stolen bases. Garrett Smith up. He's hitting 150 this season. The Katy native transferred from Hill College. He wants to get going. 2-0, fouls off that pitch inside. It's 2-1. That's one he'd like to have back as Avalos tricked him on it.
Yeah, that was a little swing that he wasn't fully committed on. And if you ask him that, he'll tell you the same thing. It's a ball that was a little up in the zone, and he tried to slow his swing down and couldn't. Looking to get a better swing off here.
2-1.
As that misses everything.
I think that's easy to score as a wild pitch. Where's Bob Euchre?
I don't think we'll need anybody to give us a ruling on that one. We can go ahead and mark that one down as a wild pitch.
Avalos channeling his inner Nuke Lelouch from Bull Durham there.
As you said, I do know Nelson pretty good as a coach there and coached Avalos for 2 years. He occasionally has one get away from him every once in a while, but he usually finds his way back in the zone. See if he can do that here.
Gets a foul ball, and it's a 3-2 count now. So it's exactly what you want. Bounce back, and now you can hopefully at least get Smith. But, you know, you never know. He's a guy who, in baseball terms, he's due. 150, he's a big guy, standing at 6'3", 225. Payoff pitch, called strike 3, and Smith was fooled there, and he's down looking for out number 2, and that'll bring up Robbie Olguin, back-to-back strikeouts for Avalos. He's doing it the hard way.
He is falling behind, but he is shown the ability to not let that affect him and come back and find the zone, as he has gotten 3 Ks so far, and I believe 2 of the 3 he came all the way back down 3-0.
Montanez back pick. He's in there, safe, but he almost got caught leaning there. Didn't get a good secondary lead.
Yeah, they tried to get him there with the inside move, and it was a pretty good one. Good sell job there.
Olguin fouls this one off. It's 0-1.
As they made that play at second, a little closer than you would like as a coach with 2 outs. You're in scoring position. You don't want to give up a free out.
Stavinoa in the third base coach's box. Probably winced a little bit as Olguin has fouled off the first 2 pitches he's seen here. Olguin, Robstown native, senior, hitting .368 this season. He doesn't strike out much, but he's in danger of it here in an RBI spot as the Jags are looking for some sort of offensive spark, and can Olguin provide it? 0-2. Check swing. Misses.
And that's a really good 0-2 pitch there by Avalos. Made it look like it was a strike until it wasn't and fell off the table, and heck of a job.
That's exactly what you want on an 0-2, and he almost got Olguin to chase. Can he do it again here? 1-2. Olguin, watch out. Olguin's trying to get payback for you for all those times that, as the younger brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he just missed him there. A little more to the right. That would be nice.
We're kidding.
Not looking to do much damage, just leave a bruise or something like that. I wouldn't mind that.
1-2 once again. Misses low, 2-2. Another good spot there with the 1-2 count. Try and get him to chase. Olguin saw it well, though. Jaguars still without a hit here in the second inning. Runner on second is Montanez, and he reached via an error. 2-2 just misses. That was another great pitch and an even better take by Olguin.
I'll tell you what, this is a heck of a matchup here. Avalos got ahead 0-2, and his 3 balls that he threw after that were pretty solid pitches, looking to get him chase and just missing.
3-2. Misses outside. Olguin draws a 2-out walk.
But Olguin was not giving in. He knew what the zone was as a catcher. That helps a lot there. And he put together a good AB there, falling behind 0-2 and works the walk.
Brings up Kyle Barish. 7th game for him, but mostly off the bench as a pinch runner or in pinch hit situations. He's 1 for 4 at the plate with a couple of RBIs. He takes strike 1 from Avalos.
Barish, he played a lot last year, so not getting much play time early in the year shouldn't affect him too much, as he's pretty accustomed to the college game and college level.
Well, Avalos has started him off with 2 good strikes, and Barish is behind 0-2. He's got to choke up on the bat and protect the plate here. 0-2. Fouls that one off. Saw it well, just a little bit late on it.
And Barish needs to get a little scrappy here. Foul off tough pitches and hope he finds a hole and puts one in play hard here with 2 outs.
Meanwhile, Avalos looking for another shutout inning. Once again on an 0-2. He's trying to make the batters chase, and wasn't a great location there, but you're okay with that on an 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, definitely. Just trying to get him to chase. When he gets ahead, he's kind of sticking to the same script here, and the Jags are doing a good job.
1-2. Misses inside 2-2. That was a good breaking ball. I'm impressed with his breaking ball and the east-west movement it has. Because that one almost found the inner corner. 2-2. Misses outside. 3-2. Avalos and Amesquita thought that was strike 3 hitting over. Instead, it's a full count. Runners are going to get a head start here as Nelson leads 4-0, trying to protect a shutout here in the second. Back pick. Avalos back in. If he had gone after Olguin at first, he might have gotten him.
Yeah, Olguin got a little greedy there. Another inside move that's getting Montanez second guessing himself over there. He must be selling it well from his angle.
Payoff pitch. Lined into right field. That one's going to die. Stab waving Montanez around. The throw up the line, and Montanez able to dive in. Oh my goodness. It's an RBI single for Kyle Barish, and runners are on the corners. That looked like something you'd see from the Savannah Bananas.
That was a heck of a job by Montanez there, avoiding the tag as the throw came up the line, and still being athletic enough to not overshoot home plate and able to dive back on top of it in there safely.
And now conference at home plate.
Coach Cornchorny, what he's doing there, he's just asking the ump if he's out of the baseline there. You can go 3 feet outside of your running lane. So he was just throwing that in the umpire's ear and seeing what he could get out of that.
You never know. I mean, could come in handy later. Something the umpire might be thinking about later on.
Putting his head now, and he's just to question it, just to have an answer there. It was what Coach Cornchorny was doing there with talking to the home plate umpire.
So after that RBI single by Barish, there's runners on the corners here with 2 outs for Trevor Berger, who represents the tying run here in the second. I think everyone in Columbus, aside from maybe the Zychek family, although the Zychek family might be rooting for Berger to do well, just wants Nelson to come out with a win, is Berger. Woo!
Yeah, I know Berger's got family here, and I know Zychek's got family here, with Columbus not being too far from Bryan, Texas. So hopefully we see Zychek out of the bullpen for Nelson too, and give his family a chance to see him pitch.
Berger behind 0-1 after he lined a foul ball up the third base line. Barish caught in a rundown. And Olguin trying to go, but they're going to catch Barish on the base path, and that's going to end the threat as the Jaguars strand a runner. But they played a run. It's 4-1 here in Bryan, Texas on the Jaguars Sports Network. We go to the top of the third. Nelson leads 4-1 against A&M-Victoria here at Travis Field in Bryan, Texas. Fans, let us know where you're watching from in the chat. We see the matriarch of the Stavanoa family, Trudy. She's watching in beautiful Columbus, Texas, as Justin Morellis gets set to deal with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Drew's a guy here, number 9 for Nelson, that you're trying to get out before he can get on base. He can kill you. He can kill you with his legs when he gets on there. He is known to steal some bags. But he's a guy that, with his small statured frame, he can smash the baseball. So you're really looking to get him out here.
Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit.
Maybe my first announcer's crush.
Curse?
There it is. Curse.
Easy for you to say. That brings up Ethan Starks.
Morales back here for his 3rd inning of work. Most likely going to be his last if he can get through this 3rd inning here.
And he hits Starks. So second hit batter. And the arm warming up in the bullpen is Camden Farmer.
No outs, runners at first and second here. It's a good opportunity for for Nelson to maybe try to move him over and add on to this lead here.
First pitch is a called strike.
Doesn't look like Coach Cornchorny is going for a sack here after that first pitch strike. But I wouldn't be surprised if you might see one here.
0-1 is fouled off. And caught by Beck Zimmerman.
Nice play there by Beck.
One gone for Diego Arque now.
Sure, you had it talking to being a freshman, playing more of a stadium type field like this. A foul ball straight back is going to tend to fall back into the field. So he did a good job there staying behind it and not overshooting it.
Called strike one. To Diego Arque. 0-for-1 with the strikeout. 0-1. Breaking ball in there. Good pitch by Morales.
Beautiful spot there. I mean, the only thing a hitter can do with that is hammer it straight to the ground, and it's just a beautiful pitch there. Morales, he's ahead 0-2 here, so he's hopefully looking for something for the hitter to chase.
Back pick. Kaiser trying to make sure that Ortiz stays on second. Trudy said she's pretty sure the whole family is listening and watching. I wouldn't be surprised. Whole family loves baseball. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Morales gets him on a breaking ball. Good slider there. And there's two gone for Tate Thrasher.
Good
The guy you don't want to see up with two on, even if there are two outs.
Yeah, Tate's a kid that he can find a gap real fast, especially early on. He's seeing the ball well, so it's a big AB for Morales here. If he can get this guy out, get some momentum into the Jags dugout.
That's a way to start it off. Called strike on the inside corner. Thrasher flew out to left field the first time up. Back in the second inning. Came into today hitting 600. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Nelson batters are getting a little greedy here, and they did a good job the first couple ABs of being patient, making Morales come at them, and now they're chasing, doing exactly what Morales wants. It is known for getting the swing and miss.
0-2. Ground ball left side. Barish has it over to first in time, and the Jaguars work around the two leadoff guys getting on to post a scoreless frame. We go to the bottom of the third. Nelson still leads 4-1 here on the Jaguar Sports Network. 9-1-2 due up for the Jaguars as we go to the bottom of the third. Nelson leads 4-1 here at Travis Field. And it's Trevor Berger leading it off. Check swing. Home plate umpire says he went around. Just a two-man crew here on this midweek. It's not uncommon to see that, especially a noon game on a Wednesday. Ground ball from Berger. Snared by Rivera over to first in time for out.
Nice play by the
Number
shortstop there. Rivera broke down, chose the right hop, came through it, and threw a bullet over the first base to get Berger.
On top of the order, back up for the Jaguars, and it's Antonio Benitez who struck out back in the first inning against Avalos. Good to have Roger Rodriguez watching from DFW, Ryan Avalos' uncle. Starts off Benitez with a strike here. Eric Smith watching from Victoria and his grandson, Garrett Smith. Good to have y'all with us. 0-1. Misses outside.
I know there's a lot of former players of mine from Nelson University that are tuning in today. Big AJ Gonzalez or AJ Garcia and Nick Mosley. A few that's texted me already. They're tuned in too.
1-1. Line drive up the middle. Antonio Benitez with the one-out single. And we talked about it with him as Benitez goes, the Jags go as well. And that's exactly what Jonathan Stefano wants from his leadoff man, Benitez.
Yeah, it's spark plug for this lineup because he can do it in so many ways. He can bump for a hit. He can hammer the baseball in the gap. He can poke one up the middle, and when he gets on, he's somebody you want to pay attention about because he can steal bags, and a ball in the gap, he's scoring for first easy.
He's third in the nation in stolen bases with 9 already through 6 games. Now this makes sense to try and keep him on compared to Montanez earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Nelson does a good job. They're unless you're known to be really, really slow, they're going to give you a look over there just to let you know they're thinking about you.
Benitez goes the throw. Benitez ended up off second, so he's going to get a stolen base, and he's caught in a rundown. He slips again on the turf here at Travis Field, and he's out. Oh, man. Slick turf just overshot second base.
Yeah, that's the thing about turf fields. A lot of the times, if you're not used to playing on them, which the Jags home field's turf, but this turf here being a little different, gets used for a lot of other sports outside of baseball. So you got to time your slide right, and he slid a little late there, and with how fast he is, his momentum just took him past the bag. Unfortunate there for the Jags, as it looked like he was going to be in there safe.
So it goes down as a stolen base, and then Benitez out. On the play, and the count now 3-0 to Connor Kaiser, who here at Travis Field, it's 61 degrees and the wind's blowing out to right field, which is perfect for Connor Kaiser, who is now behind 3-1, or ahead 3-1. Three-one from Avalos. Kaiser skies this one, and that north wind going to bring it right back to the catcher, Velasquez, for out number 3. So the one-out single from Benitez turns into nothing. We go to the 4th. Jags trail 4-1 here in Bryan, Texas. To the fourth inning we go as Nelson continues to hold on to this 4-1 lead. New pitcher into the game is the 6'8" right-hander Camden Farmer, making his second appearance with the Jaguars. And first pitch he throws is a called strike. Farmer, easily the tallest player on the Jaguars roster. He's ahead 2-0 to the first baseman, Justin Amasquita. Farmer last time out pitched against Wiley 2/3 of an inning as a 13.5 ERA, had a pair of strikeouts, ground ball right side. Kaiser has it. Comfortable play over to first for out number 1. That's a good start for Kaiser.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for there, Farmer. Fill up the zone and get a routine ground ball to second to retire the first batter you see.
Now let's go and bring up Addison Patton. He's 0 for 1 today with a flyout back in the second inning. Called strike. Just like you said, filling up the zone. I mean, that's kind of the thing that the Jaguars want to do, because what's the best way to get outs?
Yep.
Fill up the zone, either get strikeouts or you get contact. 0-2 after that one's in there. And it's got to be tough going up against a 6'8" D1 transfer. Farmer, transferred from Prairie View A&M. 0-2. Round ball, foul, third base side. Ty Boozer is playing. He's on guard duty for the bullpen. Like I mentioned, bullpens are in play here at Travis Field. So he's over there. He's got a glove. He made the play as Farmer spikes that one. That wasn't a 59-foot curveball. That was a 48-foot curveball.
Yeah, one where the grip was probably a little too tight and just wouldn't come off his fingers the right way. Held on to it a little too much there.
1-2. Lined into center field, and it's a base hit for Patton with one gone.
Nice two-strike hit there for Patton.
Turns the lineup over for Josh Pinter, who's 1 for 1 and delivered the biggest blow so far today with a 2-run home run back in the second. That's how Nelson extended its lead to 4-0 at the time, now 4-1. Jack swing, he holds up on the pitch in the dirt, 1-0. If you're Cornicione, you're telling Pinter, hey, go do the exact same thing you did. Tries to, but grounds that one foul, first base side. First time being here at Travis Field. It's a really nice venue. It's very similar to Riverside Stadium down in Victoria. The Brazos Valley Bombers, who were part of the Texas Collegiate League, much like the Victoria Generals, have played here for most of their time. But I think they're not playing here anymore. I was told their lease has expired. There's a new team coming in, part of the Mid-American League. There's a lot going on there that I'm not going to bring up because it confuses me.
There's a lot of changes happening in summer ball around Texas. Pinter fouls that one off. And I believe you're correct there. The Bombers will no longer be, well, the team that was originally here will no longer be here, but
the Bombers are still they're still a team.
They're just
but
changing conferences.
They're still going to be part of the TCL. They're just not going to play here. Is what I've been told.
I gotcha.
I've not verified that. 2-2 on the way. Another breaking ball misses. 3-2. Top of the order has been very good for Nelson today, as Farmer's going to make sure that Patton stays on first. You look at Pinter, he's 1 for 1, 2-run scored, 2-run home run. Then Rivera, who's due up, runner goes 3-2, misses for ball 4. And there's going to be 2 on, 1 out for Rivera. Rivera's 1 for 2. He struck out his last time up, but he had an RBI triple to open up the scoring here at Travis Field. Well, we have somebody that might surprise you that chimed in. One, Macy Reeves says, "Love you, Wyatt." It's a 1-0 count.
Yeah, making my broadcasting debut, so she had to tune in, give me one of those.
1-0, misses high, 2-0.
Rivera here, especially in the 2-0 count, 1 out. Runners the first, second. He's looking to see the ball up, something he can handle to put the ball in the outfield, put the ball in the gap here, stay out of the double play.
Well, and after Farmer did so well to pound the zone, as he finds it there, 2-1. Right now, you just want to make him throw strikes.
Yeah.
You want to make him earn it. You know, if he's going to get an out, he's got to come and earn it like he did with a Mosquito to lead off the inning. Since then, a single and a walk. Swing it in a foul tip. It's 2-2. Farmer mentioned he went to Prairie View A&M last year, had 7 appearances, 4 starts, 8 2/3 innings. And then as a sophomore, 7 appearances, 1 start, 4 2/3 innings. So not much while he was at Prairie View, as he'll keep the lead runner, Patton, on second. And then at Grayson College, he redshirted his freshman year. Then his redshirt freshman year, he made 6 appearances with 1 start, 6 2/3 innings. So he's got to kind of get into the groove of playing in these collegiate games. Oh my goodness!
That's something you want to see there. Hoping to get more.
Rivera is down after being hit in the head, and he's being tended to for the moment.
He's got the, from up here, it looks like he has the chin guard on his helmet, but even that hits his helmet the right way. He can roll up, catch his eye or something like that. So hopefully he's okay.
I hope he's okay. We'll take a step away, and hopefully we'll have more on him in a minute. Rivera's up and walking off under his own power back to the Nelson dugout. That's a great sight to see. He looks to be good, but he might be done for the day as a precautionary matter. Trying to see who's running at first base for him. Number 39, Trinidad McDonald. So bases are loaded now for Andrew Ortiz as Farmer misses. One out here in the top of the fourth, and Nelson leading 4-1, looking to pay off a threat here with the bases loaded. This one skied into left field. Purcell has it. 1 run will score. They'll throw it in and keep the runners at second and first with the sac fly. And it's a 5-1 game. It brings up Ethan Starks. 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and popped up in his 2 appearances as Farmer misses. 1-0. It was good to see Rivera get up and walk off under his own power after a scary moment. Looked to be okay as a swing and a miss. 1-1. Ethan Starks looking to keep this inning going for the Lions, leading 5-1 here in the top of the fourth. 5 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for Nelson, 1 run, 2 hits for the Jaguars. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Farmer, he's looking to minimize the damage here. When Nelson had bases loaded, 1 out, scraped across a run. He's looking to keep it there.
1-2. Good breaking ball, just misses. Counts even, 2-2. As we always like to say, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in a battle between Ethan Starks and Camden Farmer. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Farmer gets him with a high fastball for out number 3. But another run comes home to score for Nelson. It's 5-1 Jags trail here on the A&M-Victoria Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Jaguars with Jackson Purcell leading it off. He was up to bat when Antonio Benitez stole second and then overshot his landing zone. I think got picked off between second and third. One oh the count to Purcell as he lines this one into left field, but tracking it down is RK on that hard hit ball to left. It goes down as an L7, and that brings up Jose Montanez. This is the inning where the Jaguars are familiar with getting their offense going, but so far it's been tough sledding for them as they've got 1 run on 2 hits.
Yep, not ideal situation here in the bottom of the fourth, but a situation that the Jags are familiar with and looking to just continue to scrape and cut this lead down. As Purcell tried to do that there and get the Jags going, but great play by the left fielder there.
Jose Montanez fouls off the 1-0 pitch, and it's 1-1. Avila still out there, and it's a 2-1 count. Big weekend coming up at Riverside Stadium. It's Brady Parker weekend presented by South Texas Orthopedic Specialists and Crossroads Bank. Admission is free all weekend. Thanks to Crossroads Bank, 2-1, swung on and missed. And there's also going to be a limited edition Brady Parker baseball card given away thanks to South Texas Orthopedic Specialists. That goes to the first 100 fans to Friday's 3:30 game. Montanez takes the 2-2 high for ball 3. And also Brady Parker will be signing autographs both days. Good chance to honor him and everything he did with the Jaguars before he goes off to his first spring training with the Rockies. 3-2 fouled and out of play.
Yeah, and sports cards are making a comeback from what I've seen and hear. So it's a good chance to get out there early this weekend, get you a Brady Parker card, have him sign it, and then hopefully in a few years from now when he's in the bigs, it'll be a cool little souvenir to have.
Proud Victoria product as Montanez fouls off another 3-2 pitch.
Montanez doing what he's always done his whole career and being a tough out. Working the count, which is, I think, what staff and the Jags were wanting to do here as Avila's kind of been settling in. So trying to work the count, get his pitch count up and get him out of the game and get to the bullpen.
And Montanez does his job there, draws a 1-out walk. That'll bring up Beck Zimmerman here with 1 gone. Zimmerman struck out his first time up.
Zimmerman, he's a kid, freshman, heck of a ball player, and he's shown the ability to have power in the left center gap, and it'd be a great time to show that here now as they're kind of shading him a little bit to the pull side with the center fielder, but left fielder's kind of staying in normal depth. So if he shoots one in the gap there, he can be running for a while.
First pitch is a ball, and that's going to prompt a mound visit for Nelson. As I mentioned, the Jaguars love to score in this inning. Prior to today, they outscored opponents 13-0 in the 4th inning. This is when they come alive. And, it's the second, third time through, and guys have to be picking up on what pitchers are doing and seeing their pitches because
especially in midweeks. Midweeks are tough. as players and as coaches, especially early in the year, you don't have a whole lot on the team, and a lot of times you don't have a whole lot on the pitchers that are pitching in these early in the year. And Avalos is settled in this game. He's done well, and when he's gotten behind, he's made his comebacks and got outs when he needs to. But the Jags are, you can tell they're starting to get comfortable. Purcell rips the ball to left field that was caught, and Montanez, has a great AB, works the count full and draws the walk. So they're looking to continue to add to that.
1-0, fouled. And for Avalos, he had one appearance as a reliever earlier this season through 2/3 of an inning, allowed a walk and struck out 2 batters. Here he is, 3 1/3 innings in. He's allowed just 1 run. He's behind 2-1, and you got to think maybe he's starting to reach that limit. He's starting to reach that pitch count, whereas a reliever who maybe can go 2 innings, he's maybe stretching it as far as he can at this point.
No, definitely. In the Avalos, he's experienced arm for Coach Matt and Batten, the pitching coach there. Last year, he spent a lot of his time as a starter. Pitched a lot of meaningful games throughout his career, and it's kind of in a different role this year, but he's in a comfortable spot. It's not something he hasn't done before starting a game.
2-2. That's going to be a passed ball.
But as you said, early in the year he's only had one appearance, and it was relieving. So it's a little different. And then early in the year you get to your pitch count that a lot of times is preset, and he might be getting there, and looks like the bullpen's getting a little hot.
As Beck Zimmerman delivers a 1-out single into right field, it's going to be runners on the corners here with 1 gone.
Great piece of hitting there by Zimmerman, the freshman. Fun fact about him, he's from Flatonia, and if I'm not mistaken, his cousin is Caden Mikulik, who is a good childhood buddy of mine. We grew up playing together a lot, so it's good to see baseball runs in family deep there too as well.
Brings up Garrett Smith now with 1 gone, 0 for 1, struck out looking back in the second. Back pick off attempt to keep Zimmerman on.
And as you said earlier in this game, Smith's a guy that's due, and no better time to get going than right here with runners on the corners.
Zimmerman not much of a threat to steal here. He has 1 stolen base this season, but he's primarily in the lineup because, 1, he's a really good catcher and does well behind the plate, but he has proven as a .360 hitter early on in his freshman season that he can get the job done at the plate. Garrett Smith through the left side. He was due for 1, and he delivers an RBI single to make it 5-2 Jaguars here in the 4th. And here we go. The Jaguars starting to get things figured out, potentially, as Zimmerman at second. And it brings up Robbie Olguin.
Great job there by Smith. Finding it through the 6th hole, get himself an RBI and keep this inning going for the Jags.
Wild pitch. That's going to advance the runners into scoring position. And hello, Robbie Olguin in an RBI spot with 2 runners in scoring position now after that wild pitch by Avalos. And you got to think that Cornicione and the Lions staff is telling the bullpen, hey, you got to get going, because what was a 4-run lead could evaporate really fast against this A&M-Victoria team who loves to score here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, Coach Matt had his catcher go up and Avalos have a little meeting here. He's doing that just to get the guy in the bullpen, which looks to be Dylan Zychek.
You called it.
The righty from Columbus. Giving him a little more time, making sure that he is ready to go. If it's not this batter, then most likely the next year.
So now it's Robbie Olguin. He walked his first time up. As Avalos asking for a new pitch com.
I believe that they were making sure they had somebody protecting that side of the bullpen over there.
Much like the Jaguars have had that. It's a 1-0 count now to Olguin. That one runs inside, almost hit him.
And you can tell Avalos, he's a guy that, for the most part, when he's missed the strike zone, he's missed very closely. And now it's getting away from him a little bit. You can tell he's dragging that arm a little bit and doesn't have the control that he had early in this game.
2-0. That one's there. Good fastball in the outside corner. It's 2-1 to Olguin.
As he comes and shuts me up real fast there. I dotted a fastball in the outside corner.
Olguin, 3 RBIs this season. Looking for more. 2-1, fouled off, 2-2. So Avalos has battled back here as he's nearing the end of the line for him today. And because this is a midweek and both teams had their pitchers on pitch counts, it's a bullpen day. You know, designated starters for both teams. Avalos would be in line for the win. Swing and a miss. Avalos comes back and gets Olguin swinging. There's 2 gone now for the Lions.
Big time pitch there from Avalos. He needed it and he got it. Beautiful slider, starting looking like it's going to be the same pitch that called strike was, and it just falls off the table.
He comes right back with the same pitch. It's a called strike against Kyle Barish here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Barish fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. Barish with an RBI single back in the 2nd. That was the first run of the game for the Jaguars. Waits on the 0-2. Breaking ball misses. Once again, Avalos just trying to tempt him there. He's ahead 0-2. That's a pitch you can waste and maybe set something up a little bit higher, thinking that he can get Barish to swing and miss here. 1-2. Line drive, right field. Diving play by the right fielder. Starks, my goodness. That robbed at least 1 run, potentially 2, and it keeps Nelson's lead 5-2 as we go to the 5th here at Travis Field. What a play. We go to the top of the fifth. Nelson leads 5-2 after a fantastic play by the right fielder Ethan Starks. Robbed Kyle Barish of at least one RBI. New pitcher into the game is Brayton Cardwell, a senior from Houston, Texas. Breaking ball. This one lined into left field. Purcell backs up and then has to come on and make the play for out number one.
Good start there for Caldwell. That's what you look for. You're looking to get a early out. Threw 2 pitches, got a quick out. Just want to build off that. And the Jags are looking for a quick inning out in the field. Get some momentum back in that dugout and continue with it.
This is Cardwell's first appearance in the spring since 2023 when he made 10 appearances with 2 starts, had a 4.91 ERA over 14 2/3 innings. This ground ball goes off his glove, and Kaiser has to hurry. He throws it into the dugout. And that's a big mistake right there. That's going to go down as a base hit and then an error on Kaiser as a runner advances to second on it.
Yeah, ball tipped off of the pitcher's glove there, and Kaiser, he'd like to have that one back. Got a little greedy. Probably wasn't going to get the runner in time there. It's one you just gotta eat it, because now you lose a double play ball with 1 out. One I know he wants back.
Cardwell gets a strike there. Cardwell missed the 2024 season with injury. He did not play last year, was still kind of coming back from that. And now, first appearance for him, and he's ahead 0-2 here against Tate Thrasher, who we touched on multiple times this broadcast. One of the dangerous hitters in this lineup, came into today hitting 600. He's 0-2, so he's due. Breaking ball, that's a good spot on an 0-2 pitch, just misses. So it's good to see Cardwell back out there and pitching in a regular season game 1-2. This one lifted first base side. Garrett Smith gives it a look, but that's going to go on to the decking over behind the first base dugout. Two runs in each of the first 2 innings for Nelson put them up 4-0 before the Jaguars picked up a run on an RBI single from Kyle Barish. Then each team with a run last inning in the 4th has us at a 5-2 game. 1-2 just misses. Great spot by Cardwell.
Spot that has been called quite a bit this game. Can't tell a whole lot how much that missed by, but definitely on the outer part of the plate.
Here comes the 2-2. This one skied into left field. Purcell's going to give chase. Has it. Runner was way off second, but with the deep confines here in the outfield, he's able to get back in time. What a loud fly out from Thrasher.
And that fooled a couple guys. Fooled the guy at second, as he thought that might get out of here, and got a little too far off of second base there. And Tate, the hitter, he also thought he got all of that one. A little bit of a crosswind here, so a pulled ball isn't going to carry as much as the ball hit to right field.
Cardwell starts out Amosquito with a called strike. Oh, 1. This one lifted right field. Montanez drifting back, wind blowing out. Montanez has it. And after a one-out single, it's a scoreless frame for Cardwell and the Jaguars as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Here, Jags trailing 5-2, looking to mount a rally. New pitcher into the game for Nelson as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Lions lead 5-2. The pitcher is number 17. Jacob McMahon, transfer from Northwestern Oklahoma State. He's going to face 9-1-2. First pitch to Trevor Berger. Misses outside. 1-0. Comes back, gets a called strike. McMahon making his first appearance on the bump. 1-1 curveball inside corner is there. And it's 1-2 to Berger. 0 for 1 with a ground out back in the third inning. Grounds that one right at your brother. Showcasing the skills that got him into college.
Give me a little something over there talking to my former third baseman over there. You know, I hope he watches his back. His glove kind of came up on him a little too much. He'd like for him to stay down on the ball like that.
Berger lifts this one left field. Arque, though, plays it as the wind brings it back. It's out number 1.
Another well-hit ball to left field. And as I said last inning, a pulled ball to left field is going to hold up as it did there. And just cross the wind, it doesn't do well with balls in the air on the pull side. So if you're the Jags, you're looking to hammer in the middle of the field and the gaps here, as they are hitting it hard since last inning, as they're starting to wake it up a little bit.
Antonio Benitez, first pitch hits him. And that's one thing you don't want to do, especially with a lefty hitter, Connor Kaiser, due up. He has the only home run for A&M-Victoria this season. He's searching for his first hit today. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of pop outs. Benitez. He stole a base last time he got on, but he overshot second. So maybe he's going to, we'll see if he's got the timing down on when to launch to not overshoot the base. Mitchell Baker says he needs a new roof. I think he's talking to you. As Kaiser fouls off the first pitch he sees. I mean, your brother's pretty handy. I know he's done a lot of remodeling at home. He's shown us that in the office. And, you know, your dad helps out with that too, comes down every now and then. But I think that's more directed at you.
Yeah, Mitchell Baker, he's on this Nelson team. Didn't travel with him today, but Baker, yeah. Anytime you need a roof, you just give me a call. I'll hook you up.
0-1 still. As McMahon misses there, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much credit in the office John's taken with all the stuff going on in his house, the renovations and things like that. My dad's really the handy one. That's what he's done for a living, and I know he helps them out a lot, and I know they're grateful for it. But John is known to get his hands dirty in there and get to work.
They're really worried about Benitez over at first, and rightfully so. Final line for Avalos, 4 innings, 2 runs allowed. Neither of them were earned. It's 2-1 as that one misses. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts for Avalos. Good day for him, as now it's McMahon pitching, and he's behind 2-1 here to Connor Kaiser. And the last thing you want to do is give the lefty Kaiser something he can turn on here with the wind blowing out to right field. Benitez, a little awkward back to first. He's getting a little cute with it over at first.
Yeah, it's getting a little antsy over there. Not sure why. You would think 3 pitches later, maybe if he was going to steal, it would have been by now.
2-1. Misses, 3-1. You send him here, 3-1. It's a hitter's count.
As a coach, I would not, only because when you're down 3 runs here, you got the guy you want at the plate that you trust.
As he pops this one up, that one dangerous. What a diving play by the shortstop Rivera on a ball that was dying, and he ranged out there in no man's land, makes the grab for out number 2.
Great play there by the new shortstop as he takes over for Rivera.
That's right, that's McDonald.
Heck of a play there.
Well, now that brings up Jackson Purcell looking to try and keep this inning going. The Jaguars, their offense has been unusually quiet. The Lions have done a good job keeping them in check. Purcell takes first pitch outside, ball 1. He's 0 for 2, ground out and a line out.
Now with 2 routes, you're not as concerned with Benitez if he does steal here. It's a good time to gamble.
Ground ball through, base hit for Jackson Purcell. Benitez was thinking about going first to third, but holds up there. And there's 2 on. That brings up the tying run in the form of Jose Montanez, someone who came up clutch for the Jaguars last weekend against Wiley. He's reached base both times.
And if you're the Jags looking to tighten the score up here, this is a guy you want. Runners on first, second, 2 routes. Veteran hitter up to bat here. trusting him that he'd be able to find a gap and score a couple.
Breaking balls in there from McMahon. Oh, and 1. And now 0-2. Montanez has to battle here. That's McMahon looking for an exclamation point.
2 great pitches there by Jake McMahon. Looking to finish this hitter off in Montanez.
Steps off. Just trying to keep Benitez honest. 0-2. Montanez skies this one, but it's going to stay in play for Ortiz in center field. And it's a scoreless frame for McMahon out of the bullpen. We go to the 6th. Jaguars still trail 5-2. Top of the 6th we go. Nelson still leads 5-2. It's still Brayton Cardwell out on the mound for A&M-Victoria. First pitch is ball. The Lions living dangerously defensively. Letting the Tiger. Oh my goodness! Brayton Cardwell!
Oh, wow. Heck of a play there.
I might have to send that one into Sports Center.
That was a well-struck ball there by Patton, and Caldwell just threw his glove up just in time to snag that one out of the air.
He knew nothing about that one.
I'm not sure if he saw it.
I would love to see the exit velo on that, but it was probably up near 100. And Cardwell, with a little bit of adrenaline, runs that one inside and hits Pinter. He's now reached base. All 4 times he's come up to the plate. Didn't even get to tell you about his 2-run home run back in the 2nd. Now that, or rather, it's number 38, Michael Montano, hitting.
Yeah, Michael Montano, the redshirt freshman. Getting his first debut today.
First pitch is a strike. Called strike. And it's 0-2. Montano skies this one. This one lifted into center. And Berger has it for out number 2.
Caldwell getting away with one there, 0-2. Breaking ball that he missed in the zone that Montaneno popped up on. It's a pitch that you do not want to miss there, but lucky enough to catch a break and get the fly out for out number 2. You got this dangerous hitter and Drew Ortiz up to bat.
Fouls off the first pitch he sees. It's 0-1. It's been a busy week of A&M-Victoria Jaguar athletics. Last night at the Victoria Youth Sports Complex, the A&M-Victoria softball team continued its hot start to the season, improving to 4-0 with the sweep of Concordia out of Austin. Head coach Lindsay Ortiz picking up her 350th win. 0-1 is a jam shot over to the second baseman, Connor Kaiser. And that'll do it. Another scoreless frame. Good jump by Cardwell out of the bullpen. But the Jaguars still trailing 5-2, needing to rally as the innings getting late. Bottom 6 we go, and it's 5, 6, and 7 to up for A&M-Victoria. With Beck Zimmerman leading it off. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Today, looking to start a rally as the Jaguars trail by 3 runs. First pitch he sees from McMahon is high. Ball 1.
In these situations, when you're down a couple runs, game's getting late, you're really looking for that leadoff runner to get on.
Doesn't matter how. It's the Jag ball mentality that your brother preaches. Sam Fowler here with you with Wyatt Stavanoa, brother of head coach Jonathan Stavanoa and former Nelson assistant. Swing and a miss by Zimmerman. And, it doesn't matter how you get on. It's kind of the money ball approach where, a walk is as good as a hit in some cases. At least as good as a base hit. 2-1. Ground ball right side. Patton has it over to Amosquita at first in time for out number 1. Not what you want for the Jaguars here to start off the 6th, as it brings up Garrett Smith, who delivered an RBI single back in the 4th.
Yeah, Garrett looking to continue to build off that last single, as he's had a little bit of a slow year. But Coach Stav is definitely confident in him. He's scratching his name in the lineup card every day.
0-1. Another breaking ball in there. 0-2, and Smith quickly behind here. Nelson 5-0 on the year, looking for a statement win as the 0-2 from McMahon misses. The Jaguars ranked 20th in the nation, ground ball foul. 1-2. It's the first time ever A&M-Victoria has been ranked in the preseason poll. They climbed as high as number 10 last year, which was also the first time that they had ever been in the baseball poll. We've seen it in golf. We've seen it in men's soccer. We've seen it in softball. 1-2. This one driven to left field. That's dangerous. And it's gone. Garrett Smith, who was due, has come up with a solo shot to left field. The wind wasn't holding that one in.
That ball was absolutely hammered. Turned on that, hit it on a live, didn't give the wind a chance to keep it in the ballpark, and drove it over left field fence. And that was a big AB there for Garrett Smith, for himself, but not only for himself, but for the Jags here in the bottom of the 6th as they look to continue to cut this lead.
It's now a 5-3 game. That brings up Robbie Olguin 0-1. A strikeout and a walk for the Robstown native today. Jack swing. Appeal down to first. No, that one wasn't even close, but you never know if you don't ask, right, Wyatt?
That's right. You always got to ask. You don't know what the umpire saw over there. He might have saw something different than everybody else. So
Ground ball left side. Montano over to first, and Amosquita picks that one out of the ground for out number 2. Now Kyle Barish up.
that's a play over there at first base that I know Zeke Holder, one of the grad assistants and former player of mine when I was coaching at Nelson, is proud of. He was known for his scoops over there at first base, and now that he's coaching the first baseman, they get a big time scoop over there to get out number 2 this inning.
And a Victoria native.
And Zeke Holder, the Victoria native, played many of baseball games at Riverside.
He was part of a very fun series back in 23 between these two teams. 2-0 misses to Kyle Barish, 3-0. And that one had to take place at Concordia. That one runs inside. Ball 4, exactly what you want from Barish with 2 outs to try and bring up the tying run in Trevor Berger, who is 0 for 2 today, and he's been in a little bit of a slump after starting out the year fantastically as a redshirt freshman. McMahon getting a visit from Velasquez just to kind of settle him down, understand that, you know, there's plenty that can go right. I mentioned Berger was in a slump. He's had hits in each of the last 2 games. He's trying to extend the streak, but against Houston Tillotson in that first game against Wiley, 0 for 5. He's 3 for 8 entering today, 3 for 10, hitting 300 over the last 3 games. But, you know, when you open up the season hitting 500 with 3 RBIs, I mean, that kind of sets the ceiling pretty high.
Yeah.
First pitch misses low, ball 1. And he's in a good spot here, representing the tying run. In the bottom of the 6th, 5-3 our score. Nelson leading. 1-0. Good breaking ball. Berger couldn't do anything on that one. That one started out of the zone and just fell off the table right into it.
Yeah, really good pitch there.
Barish being held at first.
Berger wearing that famous number 10 that used to be worn by somebody that Jag fans might know, Hayden Leopold.
Another Columbus native.
Another Columbus native. Pass it down to.
We can't get away
fellow.
from y'all. Berger grounds that one foul. It's a 1-2 count.
Berger looking to shorten up here. You got 2 on you. You're behind in the count. You're just looking to foul pitches off and poke one in up there in the hole.
1-2, fouled back to the screen.
You foul enough pitches off, you see enough pitches, and you get this AB longer and longer. Eventually, the pitcher leave your cookie up. Something Berger can handle and find a gap with it with 2 outs.
Barish has speed with 9 stolen bases in his career, 2 this year. He's being held at first. So that's a reasonable threat. He only had 5 last year. He had 2 in his true freshman year in 24 before he was injured as Berger chases at a pitch out of the zone for strike 3. But the solo home run by Garrett Smith pulls the Jags within 2. It's 5-3 here in Bryan, Texas. To the 7th we go. It's Ethan Starks leading it off as it's the middle third of the order. Starks, Velasquez, and Arquet due up for Nelson. Nelson leading 5-3, but Garrett Smith with a solo shot to left field. Swing and a miss by Starks at the first pitch from Brayton Cardwell. Cardwell's looked good.
Yep, he's done his job. He just came in, filled the zone up.
He's ahead 0-2 after that foul ball.
Letting his defense work a little bit for him.
Only one hit allowed.
And only one free bag allowed.
Oh,
with
two.
a hit by pitch.
Skied. Giving chase is Kaiser, but he's called off by Montanez, who charges on from his position in right field for out number 1.
Great job there by both the right fielder and the second baseman, Montanez and Kaiser. As a second baseman, you're taught on a fly ball like that and short, in the outfield short, you go after it until the outfielders call you off, and that's what Kaiser did there. And the Jags get that out.
Brings up Zeke Velasquez. Takes a called strike on a breaking ball. Just catches the top corner of the zone. Velasquez 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, and he has a pop out and a line out. Swing and a miss. Tried to get the edge of the zone there. Doesn't get it. It's 1-2. Cardwell comes set, deals. Breaking ball misses. It's 0-2. Or 2-2. Two. Swing and a miss. Cardwell with his first strikeout of the game, and there's 2 gone for the Lions here. That'll bring up Diego Arque, who's 1 for 3, couple of strikeouts and a single for him today. Cardwell misses with that. It's 1-0 to Arque. Ground ball left side. Barish, nice backhanded play over to first, and that one gets away. And Arque gets into second. That'll go down as an error on Barish on the throw.
Yeah, Barish there did everything right with his feet. Just the throw got away from him. He pulled it a little bit on him. Probably tried to muscle up, get it across the diamond, and just out of the reach of Garrett Smith there at first base.
That's tough. That's one that might be revisited later and overturned, but for now it goes down as an error. In the runner on second is Diego Arque, as Cardwell starts out Tate Thrasher with a called strike on a breaking ball. That strikeout of Velasquez was the first for Cardwell since May 15th of 2023 in the NAIA opening round, the 10-7 win over Union when he threw 2/3 of an inning. As Thrasher skies this one foul, or rather, no, it's actually his first since April 22nd of 2023 against LSU Alexandria when the Jags won 11-7 in the regular season. It's 0-2.
Big pitch here that you do not want to leave in the zone. See if he's going to chase for you.
2-2, fouled just over the screen and out of play. Good pitch, but Thrasher was on top of that one all the way, protecting.
The good thing about not hitting your spot on a pitch like that and it getting fouled off is if you can go right back to it like you did there.
Swing and a miss. And Zimmerman goes to first to complete the strikeout. And a good job by Cardwell. Pair of strikeouts for him. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, still 5-3 here on the Jaguar Sports Network. Bottom of the 7th, new pitcher into the games, number 24, Luke Edmonds, a freshman from Northland Christian School, making his second appearance. First time out through 1 1/3 scoreless innings, struck out a couple of batters in 4 at-bats. He faces the dangerous top third of the order for the Jaguars, as it's Benitez, Kaiser, and Purcell 2 up. First pitch to Benitez misses. And now if you're the Jaguars, you're just patient. You want to see what you can get from this pitcher out of the bullpen now that you've started to get into the second, third guys out. Make them earn it, as Benitez is ahead 2-0, trying to reach base for the third consecutive plate appearance. 2-0. Fastball's in there. Strike 1, 2-1. Benitez lifts this one into the gap, and that gets over RK's head. Benitez with speed. He's in with the leadoff double. Just what the doctor ordered for the Jaguars.
Great job there by Benitez. Got him to pitch up and hammered into the left center gap just outside the reach of the left fielder, giving it a chase. Lead it off with a double is what you want from the guy at the top of your order.
That brings up Connor Kaiser. Just the man you want to see up for A&M-Victoria, but he's 0 for 3 today. Three pop outs for him. First pitch to him misses high. Seventh game of the season. That's already 5 multi-hit games for Antonio Benitez.
You got to be happy about that if you're Coach Stav.
1-0's in there for a strike. Now you're not asking much from Kaiser here. You don't need the big tying home run, as he represents that at the plate right now. You just need something. There's a little miscommunication there. Benitez gets softly drilled with the ball.
I think he was wanting to catch it, but I'm glad he didn't, because that would have been a little controversial there. But yeah, Kaiser, all you're looking to do is find something you can handle.
This one, center field, Ortiz under it, and the runner holds at second. That brings up Jackson Purcell. By the way, I don't know if y'all can hear it behind us. The crossing guards on the railroad track behind us are going off. They have been going off since 9 o'clock when we got to the ballpark today.
Yep, they have not stopped.
Jackson Purcell looks at the first pitch for a ball. That one gets into center field. Benitez is safe. But the bag came off the mount, and Benitez is in on a stolen base.
Yep, that will go down as a stolen base. Benitez, it was a ball in the dirt. He thought it might kick. It ended up not, and the catcher came up. And Benitez was down the line and threw it to second and just got away from him.
He kind of hesitated, and then went. I mean, but it wasn't a full stop.
No.
Which, with a guy like Benitez's speed, that's probably the best thing you can do is, hey, just commit fully and maybe good things happen. And that little hesitation forced Velasquez to throw it into center field. Actually, that can go down as an error on Velasquez. And I think that's what it should go down as.
He was going back to second.
I mean, Benitez wasn't retreating, but if he makes that throw to the guy covering second,
it would have been a play at third.
You can't guarantee whether he'd be safe or not.
Exactly.
So you can't guarantee he'd be safe. So that'll go down as an error on the catcher, Velasquez.
And if you're the catcher there, when you have a speedy guy that's committing more than halfway down the base path, you don't want to backdoor that throw. Make him commit one way or the other and make the out. Worst case scenario, you're back at it with him at second base. But there, you get a little greedy, try to throw back on a guy like Benitez. He's too fast. He's going to make you pay for it, and it got away. And they're lucky that didn't cost them a run on that play right there.
2-0. Purcell into center field. Ortiz has it, but Benitez will easily score. And the sac fly from Purcell cuts the lead to 1 for Nelson.
That's exactly what you're looking for right there. If you're the Jags, you get a leadoff double, get him third with 1 out, and Purcell's job there was just to bring him home any way he could, and he hits a pretty good ball into center field that got caught, but far enough to bring in home Benitez for the sac fly and cut this lead down.
Brings up Jose Montanez. He also had a game-tying hit in that Game 3 win over Wiley, so he's been in this spot recently. And with the wind blowing out to right field 13 miles an hour, he's in a very good spot, but he's not looking to overextend here as he's ahead 2-0 against Edmonds, the new pitcher. Montanez. That was going to be a called strike anyway. Good breaking ball. Tied up Montanez.
Montanez 2-0, thinking he was going to get a heater there, and was committing himself. And Edmonds threw a nice little breaking ball to get him chase.
2-2. He tries to come back with that breaking ball, but misses. It's 3-1. And Montanez might see a fastball here, but Edmonds has favored that breaking ball this at bat. 3-1. He got a heater, but it's well out of the zone, and Montanez draws a leadoff or a 2-out walk for the catcher, Beck Zimmerman. Ty Boozer is going to run at first base for Montanez as Jonathan Stavinoa elects for more speed. That's going to prompt a pitching change for Nelson, as we'll have more on the new pitcher when we come back. New pitcher into the game is Dylan Zajac. Third appearance for him, has a 1-0 win-loss record, 1.93 ERA, 4 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 1 run on 4 hits, 5 strikeouts against 16 batters. Opponents hitting .250 against him. We'll let Wyatt tell you a little more about the Columbus product.
Yeah, Zychek threw a lot as a freshman last year when I was coaching at Nelson. He's a guy that, when he gets on the mound, he's going to fill it up. He's going to throw a lot of strikes. Thing about Zychek, if he can land that breaking ball consistently, that makes him the difference maker.
He's dealing with Bank Zimmerman, and first pitch is a breaking ball in the zone.
Zychek, he's the type of pitcher that when things get in a hairy situation, he's the guy you want on the mound just because he's going to give you a chance to collect outs, and that's why he was up in the fourth inning when Avalos started to have a little bit of trouble and have base runners on. He was the one getting loose, getting ready to go in.
0-1, Bank Zimmerman lifts this one. That's trouble down the left field line, but the wind doesn't bring it back.
Looks like that should have been called a balk there. Zychek didn't come fully set. Kind of got away with that as the home plate and field umpires missed that. Coach Stav was yelling a little bit from the third base coaching box, but it was not called.
Yeah, but just like Cornicione talking about runners being out of the base path earlier, hey, you never know. They might see it later.
Yep.
0-2 misses high, 1-2. Because it is a hard job being an umpire.
Oh, there's a lot going on. There's a lot that you need to know, that you need to see, and sometimes things get lost through the cracks.
1-2 just misses outside, and Zychek working a 2-2 count against Bank Zimmerman. 1 for 3 today with a single, a ground out, and a strikeout. 2-2. Runner goes, and Ty Boozer steals second. Puts the tying run in scoring position for Zimmerman. Three-two. This one lifted into left field, but it hangs up for RK, and that'll do it. But the Jags played another run. It's 5-4. We go to the top of the 8th here on the Jaguars Sports Network. New pitcher into the game is number 33, Quinn Garcia. As it's a 5-4 game, Nelson leads, but runs in each of the last 2 innings has pulled the Jaguars back within 1. Garcia, a senior left-hander from Houston, Texas, the brother of Julian Garcia, starts off. First batter he sees, Amesquita with a ball. Called strike 1-1. Garcia making just his second career appearance for the Jaguars, his first since 2024. He's ahead, 1-2. After Amesquita swings through that one. Quinn's not going to overpower you, but he's crafty, much like his brother. And he wanted that one. 1-2 misses. If Quinn gets a strikeout, that dugout's going to erupt. It doesn't matter. The Jags are trailing. It will be as if they won the World Series. Check, swing, foul ball. Oh, my goodness. They're tempting fate here. Quinn, beloved by everyone on the team. He's one of those great personalities, one of those great guys, and everyone loves him. As the 2-2 fouled once again, Amesquita turned on that one. So after some hard-throwing righties with Morales, Farmer, and Cardwell, Stav opting for the crafty lefty in Garcia, who's not going to overpower you, but the movement that he has on his pitches really gets batters. 2-2 misses, 3-2.
And I can tell you, when you're facing, hard throwing righties consistently, and then you have a different arm slot, a different motion, and then obviously not the velocity. It's a little hard as a hitter.
3-2's grounded to Kaiser. He's over to Smith in time, and Garcia gets an out. And so Garcia does his job. Gets a leadoff man. Lefty-lefty matchup against Amesquita. That's exactly why he was out there. And Garcia is going to be lifted for a new pitcher. It'll be Dino Demetrio. We'll tell you more about Demetrio when we come back. New pitcher in the game is junior right-hander Dino Demetrio, standing 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, making his 5th appearance this season. He's thrown 5 1/3 innings with a 3.38 ERA. He struck out 8 batters. Last time out for him was in that 7-6 walk-off win in 10 innings against Wiley on Saturday. Came on in a save situation, let up 1 run on 1 hit with 3 strikeouts, ended up earning the win in the end thanks to Connor Kaiser's walk-off. So he's coming on here in the 7th, whereas each of his previous appearances have come in the 8th inning or later. Matthew Mejia still warming for the Jaguars. No action in the Lions bullpen. First pitch, ground ball left side. Benitez charges. Hard throw over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Demetrio. Exactly what you want coming out of the bullpen.
Great job there being effective. Throwing the first pitch strike, getting the hitter to roll over to shortstop, and nice play by Benitez to get it over there to Garrett Smith at first base.
First pitch to Josh Pinter, misses outside, 1-0. This one skied. Jose Montanez was looking for it, but now Connor Kaiser calls it, has it, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, the first 1-2-3 inning of the game for the Jaguars, and that's what they need. Maybe they can get something going here in the bottom of the 8th, trailing 5-4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Jaguars, serving as the designated home team, come up trailing by 4 here against Nelson University. And it's 6, 7, and 8 due up for A&M-Victoria. It's Garrett Smith to lead it off. RBIs and back-to-back at bats. He lifts this one center field. It's carrying. Oh! 2-home run game. Garrett Smith ties it.
Wow.
Dead center.
A guy we were talking about that needed to have a day. He has started the season out slow, and he comes up big so far with 2 bombs, and that one to tie it in the bottom of the 8th. That's one way to lead off an inning.
Well, we got us a brand new ball game, 5-5. Here comes Robbie Olguin against Zajac. Good response there by Zajac. After the first pitch in the inning, just goes to dead center, and you come back, still a job to do as Olguin skies this one left side on top of the dugout. I don't know if it's showing up, but y'all might, yeah, you can see the fields for the lines for the soccer field here. There used to be a soccer team that played here, Cavalry FC. This is how you utilize a city park.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. You can play some college baseball here. You can play some summer college baseball here, soccer.
0-2 misses, 1-2.
they are getting their money's worth out of this facility here in Bryan, without question.
Going back to the second home run of the game from Garrett Smith, and as that one misses 2-2, that one was carried by the wind. The center fielder Ortiz thought he had a beat on it, but it just kept going and going and going.
When you're watching Drew Ortiz out there in center for Nelson track that ball, you thought he might come up with it, and then next thing you know, he turned around and the ball left the ballpark. The wind definitely had a factor in that one. He got it up in the high enough, and I see a flag out there way past the right field pole, and it's still blowing. So
gusts of 19, 20 miles an hour, 2-2. Olguin takes a called third strike for out number 1.
great job by Zychek there. You give up a home run to center field. The wind might have had a factor in it, but it ties the ball game up. Zychek comes right back and strikes the next guy out.
He's just trying to get his second win of the season.
Yeah.
First pitch to Kyle Barish is a called strike.
If I know anything about Zychek from coaching him for a year, he doesn't care about anything but winning baseball games, and he knows he left that one a little too good for Smith, so he's not happy with himself. But he came back, got a big out there, and is now ahead 0-2 to Kyle here.
Barish lifts this one into center field. Ortiz able to make the grab for out number 2. That one was a little dangerous, tailed back into him as there's 2 gone for Trevor Berger.
Yeah, Drew Ortiz out there. He's one of the better outfielders in the Sooner Athletic Conference that Nelson competes in, and even on a ball like that, he kind of took a little bit of a different angle. He ran in a lot on that, and on a typical day, it's probably the angle, but with the wind blowing, he had to adjust back and take a few steps back to catch that one.
And Trevor Berger wins the Battle of the Cardinals with a 2-out single off his buddy Zychek to turn over the lineup back to Benitez.
I guess favor to the hitter there. Berger probably has seen Zychek, has faced Zychek since they were probably 10 years old, all the way up through high school days. It's good to see him facing off at the college level, and Berger wins that matchup, and I'm sure he'll let Zychek know about that one later today.
There might be a few texts between the two as Benitez skies this one center field. Ortiz has to get on his horse. It's over his head. And ground rule double. Berger's going to have to stay at third. Benitez showing he doesn't just have the speed. He's got the power too with the ground rule double.
Another back-to-back ABs where he has just smoked the ball. And he did it again, and that one goes down as a ground rule double. But if you are a Jags fan, you are not too happy about that one bouncing over the fence, because Berger was going to score easily standing up if that one stayed in the ballpark. But it doesn't. It's a ground rule double. Runners at second and third.
And now that brings up Connor Kaiser.
Kaiser has 4 flyouts on the day so far, and I think that's just a little bit of him trying to do too much. He's a great ball player. He knows it.
All he's got to do is go right up the middle here. But yeah, that ball bounced over the center field wall as Kaiser behind 0-2.
If you're Kaiser here, you got to shorten up. Shorten your approach. Look to hit a hard line drive somewhere. You're not trying to do too much here.
0-2. That one's high. But now going back to that thought, the center field wall, that's about 8 feet tall. Then right next to it, going from left center all the way over to the left field pole as Zychek steps off, it's 15, 20 feet tall. If it's 10, 15 feet the other way, the wind's not blowing, hey, that'll score Berger. 1-2, misses outside, 2-2. After falling behind early, Kaiser has worked the count even here with the go-ahead run at third base.
Great job by Kaiser here. Working back, making the count even.
2-2. Kaiser, ground ball. That one right at the second baseman, Patton. And that'll do it. But it's Garrett Smith delivering another home run to tie the game 5-5 as we go to the ninth tie game here on the Jaguar Sports Network. We go to the ninth inning, tie game 5-5. Garrett Smith playing hero so far with 2 home runs, including one in the 8th to tie the game at 5-5. As we head to potentially the final frame, or could it be back-to-back extra inning games for the Jaguars here against Nelson? It's going to bring up Montano, and Demetrio starts him off with a ball. Wyatt, you remember it pretty well, the 2024 meeting, high-scoring affair, 13-12, as Demetrio comes back with a 1-0 strike. Do you remember how that game ended?
I do. It was bases loaded, walk-off walk.
And do you remember who had it as the 1-2 pitch comes? Grounded foul.
A friend of mine, Hayden Leopold, I believe was the one that was walked.
It was.
I knew it. I still have nightmares about that game.
I was going to say, how much did he let you know about that one afterward? 1-2 pitch on the way. That one runs inside.
Hayden was a good sport about it. My brother, on the other hand, he let me hear about it a little bit more than anybody else.
Of course he did. Snav is competitive.
Oh, yeah, big time.
2-2. Breaking ball just misses. Good pitch by Demetrio, but the count goes full. Speaking of the competitiveness of your brother, I mean, we haven't done it in a while, but the ping pong games in that office, 3-2 fouled. I mean, he was welcoming all challengers for a while.
Yeah, he's pretty good at ping pong. He was really good growing up. He's 8 years older than me, so he beat me in ping pong a lot growing up. But I think I can take him now.
Payoff pitch misses, and it's a leadoff walk for Montano.
I haven't played him in ping pong. It's probably been a couple of years by now, but I think I could still take him.
That brings up Andrew Ortiz. He drove in the game's second run back in the first inning. He is, and also had an RBI back in the fourth. First pitch he sees from Demetrio is a ball. So he's 1 for 3 officially today. 1-0, showing bunt. Demetrio misses outside, and Demetrio, when he's able to pound the zone, he's really good and he's dangerous. He's a hard-throwing right-hander. But the Jaguars hoping that he can fill the zone. He doesn't there. It's 3-0. And that's the last thing you want. You did all that work piece by piece. 1 run in the second, 1 run in the fifth, 1 run in the sixth, or 1 run in the sixth, 1 run in the seventh, 1 run in the eighth. Tie it up 5-5. 3-0's in there. Last thing you want to do is put Nelson into an easy RBI opportunity with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. 3-2. That one's fouled.
You don't like being ahead of the hitter, previous AB, and then falling behind and getting the walk there, and then falling behind 3-0 here. He worked it back. He's got it 3-2. He's looking to find the zone. And he misses. There.
So after all that work, it's 2-on for Ethan Starks. Back-to-back walks by Demetrio. And Matthew Mejia still warming as Stavanoa comes out of the dugout on the third base side. He has not made a motion to the bullpen.
Yep, and there's the bullpen call.
So that'll do it for Demetrio. He's on the hook for the 2 guys on. It's going to be Matthew Mejia coming in. We'll tell you more about Mejia here in a little bit. So Matthew Mejia comes on, inheriting a pair of runners from Dino Demetrio. In a tie game, 5-5 here in the top of the ninth. He'll face Ethan Starks. The first batter for Mejia, 5'11" senior from Pearland, Texas. Transfer from Clarendon College. This season, 2.70 ERA, making his 5th appearance. He's thrown 6 2/3 innings, given up 2 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks with 3 strikeouts. Bunt laid down by Starks, and the only play is going to be to first, and it's a well-executed sacrifice by Starks. He does his job to move the go-ahead runs into scoring position here in the ninth with now just 1 out.
Yep, great baseball there. Saw it coming, bottom or top of the ninth. Tie ball game, no outs, first and second. Doesn't matter if he's your 4-hole, as they're going to intentionally walk Vasquez here to load him up to get the double play ball everywhere.
It's a dangerous game to play here with one gone, but it's a high risk, high reward for the Jaguars, trying to avoid going to the bottom of the ninth with a chance to walk it off easily. So now that brings up Diego Arque, who is 1 for 4. He's reached the last 2 times. He skies this one up the right field line, but it's foul over by the Nelson bullpen, 0-1. Bases are loaded. It's Montano at third, Ortiz at second, and Velasquez at first. 0-1 misses, 1-1. Nelson opened the scoring, jumping out to a 4-0 lead thanks to a 2-run home run in the second by Josh Pinter. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
As a hitter here, you're looking to find something up in the zone that you can handle and get it over the infield's head. Now down 1-2, you're just trying to fight something off.
Skied on the infield. Benitez
Infield
has
fly.
it infield fly, and there's 2 gone. So
Big pitch there from me. He had him ahead, then flirt with him, went right at him, got him to pop up to the shortstop, keep everybody at bay, keep this game scored or tied.
But this threat not over. It's Tate Thrasher. He's 0 for 4, but he came into today hitting .600. First pitch, misses. Ball 1. Nelson wearing their gray road uniforms. 1-0. This one lifted into right field. Jose Montanez has to get there. He's not. That's going to bounce off the wall. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. It's a 3-run double by Tate Thrasher. He was just waiting for a big moment, and it's 8-5 Nelson here in the ninth.
Great job there from Tate Thrasher. Gets a pitch on the outside corner, doesn't try to pull it, goes with it, hits it down the line, just outside of reach of Montanez to clear the bases and give the Lions the 8-5 lead. Wasn't hit extremely hard. Like I said, the breeze is blown to the pole there in right field, so it just kept it going, carried it, and one hopped the wall.
In that game with 2 outs. So the decision to intentionally walk Velasquez comes back to haunt the Jags. As I said, high risk, high reward, as Mejia starts off Amasquita with the ball. Nelson looking for a statement win. They're 5-0, and people might look at the wins against York and Sterling, say, hey, that's not great competition. Well, here's the 20th ranked team in the country. And yeah, it's a midweek, but bullpen day for the Jags, bullpen day for Nelson. Can you find a way to win? 2-0. This is 3-0.
Yeah, Lions, coming out with a 5-0 record to start the year. Maybe against competition that doesn't necessarily raise the eyebrows up for the Lions, but they handled the business, scored a lot of runs, got a lot of hits, and they're kind of continuing that today.
Line drive right at Connor Kaiser for out number 3. But it's Tate Thrasher's 3-run double that puts Nelson in front. Can the Jags answer as we go to the bottom of the ninth here in Bryan? We go to the bottom of the ninth. Nelson leads 8-5 after Tate Thrasher's 3-run double in the top of the ninth. Erased all the work that A&M-Victoria did to claw back and tie it at 5-5. Jackson Purcell at the plate. Purcell takes that one for a ball. New pitcher into the game is Blaine Vaughn. And he's quickly behind 3-0 to Jackson Purcell. It's 3-4-5 due up for the Jaguars. Purcell, that one runs inside and hits him. And at this point, you're down 3. You get on any way you can.
Exactly. Doesn't matter if the count's 3-0. You just wear it. Blaine Vaughn here for the Lions. He's a pitcher with a lot of experience. He fills the zone up. Known to fill the zone up. Had a bad first batter there. 4 balls. Hits him on the 4th one. That's going to be enough for Cornicione.
So 1 batter, and that's it for Vaughn. We'll have more on the new pitcher here in a little bit. New pitcher into the game is number 53, Carl Pearson, a sophomore transfer from Harding University, making his first appearance for the Lions. He inherits a runner. Jackson Purcell was hit by a pitch by Blaine Vaughn in the first at-bat of this inning. It's a save situation for Pearson as he's going to face Jose Montanez. 0 for 2, couple of walks, couple of runs scored. First pitch to Montanez is in there for a strike. As we're into the bottom of the ninth. 0-1. Montanez ground ball left side. Did not hit Purcell. He's got to hurry after stumbling. He's into second, and it's going to go down as a base hit. He did a great job getting out of the way of that ball, or else he would have been out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's more impressive there. I mean, he dodged that ball, fell to his feet, stumbled trying to get up, but still somehow made it second base. It was not pretty, but he did his job and to not get hit by that ball.
And don't look now, but the tying runs at the plate. The last time these two teams met, it was extra innings. I think it went 13.
It did. Yep, 13. 13 long innings. The Jags are looking to tie this game here in the ninth, and if anything, keep this ball game going.
It's Beck Zimmerman, and the Flatonian native takes the first pitch high for ball one. It's been a thoroughly entertaining game all around, whether you're a Jag fan or a Lion fan. Right now, the Jag fans, they're not too happy, trailing 8-5. But if you're a fan of baseball, there's been some entertaining stuff today. 2-0 misses inside. It's Xavier Ortega running it first for Montanez.
As Batten comes out here to talk to the pitching coach for Nelson, come talk to his guy. Yeah, like you said, this game has been entertaining. There's been big diving plays that have kept runs off the board. There's been balls hammered over the fence by both teams, in the gaps by both teams. It's a great baseball game, and having my brother coach one team and the team I coached for 2 years on another side, I told him this is all I was looking for was a clean, fun ball game, and you know that's what we got today, and as the Jags look to keep it going. But I mean, in terms of baseball, you couldn't ask for a better game than what normally happens when these two teams match up.
It's just the seventh meeting all time between these two teams, which is wild considering how much the Sooner Athletic Conference, specifically Wayland and Texas Wesleyan and Nelson, play schools from the Red River in all the other sports. Just the seventh meeting all time. 2-0. Misses inside. 3-0.
If you're back here, you're taking all the way.
100% does this game.
You're not even thinking about lifting that bat off your shoulders.
Does this game have a little more drama? 3-0. Called strike in there as Pearson comes back with a fastball. Three-one. Zimmerman takes inside, ball four. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Exactly what you want. And who else? Garrett Smith. Due up. He has homered in each of his last 2 at-bats. He has had hits in each of his last 3. That's going to prompt another pitching change. Kind of like icing the kicker in football, I guess. We'll tell you more about the new pitcher when we come back. New pitcher into the game is number 31, Hamilton Moyer. San Antonio native out of Smithson Valley High School, former Ranger, making his second appearance. He has a 2.70 ERA after working 3 1/3 innings in his only appearance. He's given up 5 hits, 1 run. He struck out 5 batters. But he's facing a tall task here. Garrett Smith digs in, 3 for 4 today, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs, both of which have come in his last 2 at-bats. First pitch. Grounder, left side. They're going to step on third for 1. The throw gets away. 1 run scores. It's going to be runners on the corners with 1 out. That goes down as a fielder's choice. No, it goes down as an error technically because the runner at second advanced to third.
But he does collect the out before he got that error. So,
But it's an 8-6 game, and that brings up Zion Hankins pinch hitting. So an RBI for Smith. It's Zion Hankins pinch hitting for Robbie Olguin. Stavanoa opting for the lefty. Runners on the corners. And swing and a miss by Hankins on the first pitch. Ground ball left side. They're going to go to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. It's an 8-7 game. An RBI fielder's choice for Zion Hankins.
great play there by the shortstop, Montanano. Throw kind of took him offline, knew he wasn't going to be able to go to first with it to get the double play, so he just made sure he got the out at second to get the second out of the inning.
So Hankins, he's going to be lifted. There's 2 gone. Waiting to see who's coming out of the dugout. It's going to be number 8, Josiah Taylor. Pinch running, first appearance for the Plumas Lake, California native and transfer from A&M Texarkana. He represents the tying run at first. It's Kyle Barish at the plate.
Barish is looking to pass the sticks.
Pickoff attempt from Moye. Just trying to make sure that Taylor is locked into the game coming off the bench. First pitch. Barish takes a called strike on the inside corner.
Great start there by Moyer. High stress situation. You want to get the first strike called and pumped it in there.
0-1. Barish ground ball right side. Patton over to first in time, and Nelson holds on for the win against A&M-Victoria. They win 8-7, and they snap A&M-Victoria's 5-game winning streak. Nelson improves to 6-0 on the year, while the Jags fall to 5-2. Wyatt, what a fun ball game.
That was a great one. Thanks for having me. Couldn't ask for anything better. Close game, 8-7, and the Lions just just did the things to get themselves the victories more so than Jags today, and that's how baseball goes.
And so Next up for the Jaguars, they will return home for the South Texas Shuffle and Brady Parker weekend presented by South Texas Orthopedic Specialists and Crossroads Bank. Fans, it's free admission all weekend thanks to Crossroads Bank. The Jaguars play at 3:30 and 6:30 on Friday, and then they play at noon and 6 on Saturday. There's going to be a baseball card giveaway honoring Brady Parker on Friday. First 100 fans get a limited edition Brady Parker baseball card at the 3:30 game against Doane. And then during the 6:30 game against Wayland, the man himself, Brady Parker, will be signing autographs. He'll also be doing that on Saturday during the noon game as well. So that does it for us, fans. Thank you for joining us here on the Jaguar Sports Network. We hope to see you back here